The first solo victory cash cup of the season was on Monday, and this video I'll be breaking down exactly how I won the game myself and all the tips and tricks on exactly how and what you guys need to do if you guys want to win a game and get your first earnings in one of these. By the way, I did this all on console, so this kind of disproves everyone who thinks that you need a PC to do good or you need to have the best setup to do well. I literally won a game on console, and it was just by being smart. So yeah, if you guys just do what I say and take it seriously, you guys can easily win a game. Real quick, odds are you won't see this channel again, so if you're interested in improving on console and making your first earnings, all support is appreciated. Alright, now with that being said, let's hop right into the game that I won, and I'm going to break down exactly what you guys need to do and all the tips and tricks for you guys to also win a game inside of the finals. Let's get right into it. Alright, now with the majority of the finals that I play, I usually just land at my POI or whatever I land at, and I would always find a spawn. But inside this one, I decided to take it a little bit differently so I don't actually die a spawn. So instead, I just backed off to a nearby location. So yeah, I was planning landing on that bridge over there, but instead I swerved off to this gas station because I did land this gas station a couple of times in the past, and I know it's pretty solid of a drop spot, even though it's not the best drop spot. So yeah, basically what you can learn from this is that basically instead of trying to find my off spawn, I honestly just swerved off. That way I can just guarantee myself making it into endgame. So yeah, especially if you're not the best off spawn fighter, I recommend just not really fighting your off spawn if you really don't have to, which is kind of what I did right here. Alright, next big thing is that you can see here I'm farming a lot of metal, which just honestly won me the game because inside this entire map, most of the metal is on the bottom side of the map, therefore not a lot of people are going to have metal. So yeah, so basically I would recommend that you guys learn your drop spot very well and learn the spots around it. That way you can know where the nearby metal spots are so you can farm up metal. Because metal is honestly very important, because if you do not have it, you're at a big disadvantage going into the end game all the time. So I recommend learning your drop spot or the places around it and knowing where you can farm metal at. Alright, now with the new season, a ton of new items has been added, so if you're wondering what should be your go-to loadout during these cash cups, let me tell you. So first you want to make sure you have 3 medkits. That's the absolute must. So as you see right here, I have 1 medkit. However, I do go on to get 3 medkits eventually down the line. But you want to make sure you have medkits because this game's always coming to heal off. And even if, you just want to make sure you have medkits. Even if the 3 medkits, you're obviously going to find more. But you want to make sure you have some sort of medkits going into endgame. And also, the next thing that you must have is the Nitro Fist. Because you don't know how broken these things are, I'm sure you do. But these things are absolutely essential when it comes to getting refreshes endgame and in terms of just rotating in general. And if you do not find Nitro Fist, I honestly recommend the W keying for them, or maybe just doing whatever you can do to find extra Nitro Fist, maybe extra loot or something, because Nitro Fists are an absolute must. And if you do not have them going into endgame, then maybe you can hold the Nitro Splashes, which these are pretty useful for creating refreshes, that we can then get a Nitro Fist in the endgame. So yeah, make sure you guys have medkits and make sure you guys have Nitro Fist. Now you can also hold a Fizz if you guys do like that, or you can hold the colas. I know people like the colas. Honestly, this next slot or for a heal is obviously your choice. But yeah, my go-to is usually the Fizz, and then yeah, and also 2 guns of your choice. So yeah, I know people who like to hold only 1 shotgun, and then the extra slot instead of the AR is the Nitro Splashes. But I would recommend just going for 2 guns, 1 shield, and then 3 medkits with the Nitro Fist. That's what I'm supposed to recommend for your loadout. And yeah. Now skipping on later into the game, I was actually shambles because I did end up going on the island for more extra loot. However, that only ended up me getting kind of fought a little bit. So I was shambles going into the end game. So what I decided to do is kind of key this guy and see what I could do, but obviously he backed off. So what you can learn from this is basically, if you're shambles going into endgame, don't just waste your time and play out the game if you're shambles, but instead go for a refresh before it's too late and before you absolutely have nothing, because it's way harder going for a refresh when you have 10 builds versus going for a refresh when you have still good mats. So yeah, you want to go for a refresh before it's too late basically, and that's what I tried to do here, but obviously the guy just fisted out. And also, if you are just shambles, you can always reform like how I'm doing here. So basically, I decided to rotate around full left, and basically, full left was completely dead side and back zone. So I did get an easy reform, 500 plus mats off of it. So what I'm trying to say is, if your shambles going into endgame, make sure you're always looking for a reform or some way you can get more loot or anything that can help you win your game, because you never want to go into endgame being shambles. Please remember that. Don't go into endgame while being shambles. So always look for some sort of reform on dead side or anything like that.
Hey, bro.
Alright, now it's important that you guys don't hesitate. As you see right here, I'm holding my Serrated and I literally see this guy edit out with his fist out. So there's only one thing that could possibly mean that he's trying to fist into my box. So basically what I learned from that is literally just, I literally instantly just fist out because I see him just holding out his fist trying to grief my game. So yeah, you guys kind of just gotta like, not hesitate with this type of stuff and kind of understand and read the room on what's going on. Alright, so as next thing, what I do here is I literally insta-rotate. So as I'm holding the stair right here, I'm just looking at the map, paying attention to where zone pulls, and I'm just gonna insta-rotate. Why? It's because while everyone's focused on everything else, everyone's still making their plays and stuff and everything like that. I'm just gonna get into zone early, that way I'm not caught backside, and yeah, I won't be griefed. So yeah, so I recommend rotating early whenever it's first moving, and not really any other zone, like during the moving zones. During the moving zones, I recommend rotating late, but for right here, this is definitely the time you should be rotating early because it's still only first moving. So therefore, when you get in early, you can easily get a refresh.
So,
Alright, so now this next tip is something that I learned a while back, and it's actually very simple, and it's so helpful. Basically, you just make a wide edit like I did right here, and then you just edit a cone. Edit a metal cone, that way you know your cone doesn't get sprayed. And basically, you can literally see the entire lobby without getting shot at because you're just holding the stair edit, so you can see everybody without really getting hit because you have the cone edit there. So yeah, and then yeah, so basically I can literally see where I'm gonna rotate, and it helped me so much. That way I knew the perfect spot on where to land at, and I was able to plan it out in my head before I actually landed. Now, also, after I rotate through this rotate, I decide to go in a cone, which you might honestly think that's very stupid because I can easily get griefed. But look at my mats. I'm literally pretty much capped mats when it's not even second moving yet. So I'm really so stacked on mats because I'm like playing cones. So as you can see throughout this endgame, I'm playing cones a lot and very often because of how OP the cones are. And as you see right there, I just took the guy off guard. He clearly didn't even know I was in the cone. And it's just so unexpected by people because who's gonna expect somebody to be playing in a cone this early into the game? So yeah, so basically I recommend, but you have to find a good spot, so you gotta kind of like understand your surroundings and know when it's time to box up and when it's time to cone. But a tip that I really do recommend is going in cones and also doing that little cone strat where you can like see the entire lobby without getting hit. Alright, now one thing that you probably noticed, and one thing that you're gonna continue to notice throughout this endgame that I do, is I add this stair in like the spiral direction. And basically I seen this on YouTube by a coach, and basically he said how when you do the spiral direction, it's a lot harder for somebody to fist in your box and kill you, because when they do obviously fist in, you can easily edit out and your stair doesn't automatically break, just like how it would with a cone or with a stair. So yeah, and I do this throughout the endgame like a lot, and which I recommend for you guys to do as well throughout your casket games, because it does make it like so much harder for someone to kill you with this when you're boxed up in endgame. Alright, now one thing that you're gonna notice throughout this endgame that I do a lot is that I tend to uppercut a lot. So I think for keyboard it's right click, and for PS4 or PS5 controller it's L2. And basically I use uppercut a lot because it breaks the builds and knocks my opponents into zone. And on top of that, it does 60 damage. So this helps a lot when clearing out the lobby. As you can see, I gain like so many kills just from uppercutting itself. I think I gain like 5 or 6 in this endgame just from uppercutting alone. So yeah, make sure when you're in like an endgame compact space like this, you guys are doing the uppercut.
Let's go! I won! I'm so good. I'm so good. I'm actually so good. Let's go, baby.
Alright, now that's gonna be it for this video. If you guys did enjoy this video, please consider subscribing. And also, this video has taken me like over like an hour to make. I put some time into this video, so all support is very much appreciated. And help me reach my goal of like becoming a content creator and a pro. It really does mean a lot to me. All the support. Yeah, that's gonna be about it. I'm gonna keep posting these videos daily and things of that nature. So, because summertime is coming up, so I'm gonna be on my grind with YouTube. So yeah, if you guys do not want to miss the upload, put on the bell. All support is appreciated, it really is. I love you all so much, and good luck to you guys next Low Victory Cash Cup. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, drop a like and subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.